EA Sports. It's in the game.
Stop me, oh, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me, please, somebody stop me, oh, somebody stop me, Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me, stop me, and Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 76 yards, and the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Detroit!
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mayfield looks to throw. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Steps away to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mayfield now escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Eifert from 8 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now. Show that bench release and go. 8.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
They'll run it with Bell, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard.
Now let's go. Clean. 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big run that time by Bell. And even 50 yards on the ground. And for those worried about whether or not Le'Veon's explosiveness would return, I think we just had our answer.
ACL? What ACL? This guy's back running as if he were totally healthy and never had an issue.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's got some space here. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
He got 29 yards that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Detroit.
They go play action. Mayfield on the move to his left. And Eifert has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
All right, now, look at 56. Look
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
left.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the toss to Bell running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
All right, let's go get it now. Show that bench release and go.
Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Let's go. Go.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Bell a 1st down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And he'll bang that one through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. That'll be broken over by Moss. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The give is to Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A give to Bell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now Landry. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice.
It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff, running left is Bell. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep back over. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's got room. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He was looking for Landry that time. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
On third down, here's Bell, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on fourth down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side.